Beloved child, there is a reason your eyes found this message today. Out of countless voices, countless stories, and countless moments you could have chosen, you are here. That is not something to ignore. Before you do anything else, promise yourself one thing: don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. This is not simply another story. This is a beautiful letter, and every sentence inside it has been unfolding quietly, waiting for the exact moment when your heart would be ready to hear it. If you leave too early, you may miss the very line that feels as though it was written especially for you. So remain here, listen carefully, and allow every word to settle gently within you, because the most meaningful part has not appeared yet. The letter begins with warmth instead of noise. It does not rush. It does not demand attention. Instead, it opens with quiet confidence, almost as if it has known your heart for a very long time. It says that not every important message arrives with dramatic signs. Sometimes the greatest discoveries arrive in silence. Sometimes the answers you have been searching for appear through ordinary moments that become extraordinary only after you understand them. This letter reminds you that life has a remarkable way of preparing beautiful surprises long before anyone notices them. Even when days seem repetitive, unseen chapters are already being written. Every sunrise, every conversation, every unexpected smile, and every small decision has been quietly moving pieces into place. You may not have noticed it yesterday, but today the picture is beginning to become clearer. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next lines of the letter reveal something unexpected. They speak about the quiet seasons of life. The days when nothing appears to be changing. Those days often feel unimportant, yet they are the very moments when patience is quietly shaping tomorrow. Think about how a seed rests beneath the earth before anyone can see its growth. From the surface, it seems as though nothing is happening, yet beneath the soil, everything is changing. The letter gently says that many beautiful things in life begin exactly like that. They grow silently before they become visible. Perhaps your own story has been growing in ways you could not yet recognize. Perhaps every delay protected something that needed a little more time before entering your life. The letter asks you not to measure your journey by speed, but by the quiet strength you have gained along the way. As the page continues, the handwriting seems almost alive. Every sentence carries comfort. Every paragraph brings another layer of meaning. The letter speaks about moments you may have forgotten. The small victories that nobody applauded, the quiet kindness you shared without expecting anything in return, the days you continued moving forward even when no one noticed your effort. According to the letter, none of those moments disappeared. Every one of them became part of a much larger story. Life remembers the quiet chapters that people often overlook. Those hidden chapters often become the strongest foundation for remarkable beginnings. The letter smiles through its words and reminds you that what feels ordinary today may become unforgettable tomorrow. Don't skip now. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The message becomes even more personal. It says that somewhere ahead is a conversation you have not yet had, a moment you have not yet experienced, and a page you have not yet turned. None of them are accidents. Every meaningful encounter arrives carrying its own purpose. Sometimes people enter your life to encourage you. Sometimes they arrive to remind you of your own strength. Sometimes they simply appear to help you recognize a possibility you never imagined before. The letter says that one meaningful moment can quietly change the direction of an entire journey. That moment rarely announces itself beforehand. It often arrives looking completely ordinary until you realize later that it changed everything. Now the letter pauses for a moment, almost inviting you to breathe before revealing another thought. It says that hope is never wasted. Even when you feel uncertain, hope continues working in places your eyes cannot reach. It keeps doors open that seem invisible today. It prepares conversations before they happen. It creates opportunities long before they become visible. The letter asks you to continue believing that beautiful things can still happen, because life often surprises those who continue walking with quiet courage. Every step you take today is preparing you for pages you have not yet read. The ending of your story has not been written. The most meaningful chapter could still be waiting just beyond the page you are living right now. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The letter now shares one of its most beautiful reminders. It says that gratitude changes the way every chapter feels. When you begin noticing the simple gifts around you, the peaceful morning light, a familiar voice, an unexpected opportunity, the kindness of another person, you begin discovering treasures that were always nearby. Life becomes richer when you recognize that beauty often hides inside ordinary moments. The greatest memories are rarely created by perfection. They are created by genuine moments filled with hope, patience, kindness, and quiet joy. This letter encourages you to notice those moments, because they are already becoming part of the story you will one day remember with a smile. As this first page slowly comes to its close, the letter offers one final thought before it asks you to continue. It says that every meaningful story contains moments of waiting, moments of wondering, and moments of beautiful discovery. You are standing at one of those moments right now. The page in your hands is only the beginning. The next page carries a message that reaches even deeper than this one. It holds a revelation that connects everything you have heard so far into one unforgettable picture. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most beautiful lines of this letter have not been revealed yet, and the next page may become the one you remember long after this moment has passed. A new page of the beautiful letter slowly unfolds, and before you read another word, pause for just a moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. What you are about to hear may completely change the way you look at everything that has already been revealed. The first page prepared your heart, but this page begins revealing why the letter arrived exactly today and not yesterday or tomorrow. Every sentence has been placed carefully, almost as though each word knew the exact moment you would need it. Read slowly, listen closely, and let nothing distract you, because the greatest part of this message has only just begun. The letter says that there are moments in life when everything appears ordinary, yet extraordinary things are quietly moving into place beyond what anyone can see. Most people give up during these quiet moments because they mistake silence for emptiness. But this letter gently reminds you that silence often carries the sound of preparation. While nothing seems to be happening on the surface, unseen opportunities are arranging themselves one piece at a time. Every delayed answer, every unexpected turn, every quiet morning, and every simple conversation has been adding another line to a story that is becoming more meaningful than you ever imagined. The letter smiles through its words and whispers that patience has never been your weakness. It has quietly become one of your greatest strengths. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next paragraph feels different. It is almost as though the handwriting becomes brighter with every sentence. The letter begins speaking about a door that you have not noticed before. It explains that opportunities rarely arrive with loud announcements. Instead, they often begin with one small moment that seems ordinary until everything changes because of it. A simple conversation. A new idea. A familiar place seen from a different perspective. One unexpected moment can quietly become the beginning of a completely different chapter. That is why this letter keeps asking you to remain present. The biggest discoveries often happen while people are busy searching somewhere else. As you continue reading, another remarkable sentence appears. It says that your greatest chapters are not hidden in the past. They are waiting in the pages you have not yet opened. Many people spend years looking backward, trying to understand everything that has already happened. This letter encourages you to lift your eyes toward the pages ahead. It reminds you that tomorrow has possibilities that yesterday could never contain. Every sunrise carries opportunities that did not exist before. Every new day quietly invites you to become someone even stronger, wiser, kinder, and more hopeful than the day before. The letter does not promise an effortless journey. Instead, it promises that every meaningful step continues shaping a remarkable destination. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now the letter reveals one of its most surprising thoughts. It says that some of the most valuable gifts in life arrive wrapped in ordinary moments. Imagine opening a letter expecting simple words, only to discover a message that stays with you forever. Life often works in the same way. The most unforgettable experiences begin quietly. They rarely introduce themselves with excitement. Instead, they slowly reveal their importance over time. This page encourages you to pay attention to every small blessing around you, because today's ordinary moment may become tomorrow's unforgettable memory. The handwriting becomes even more personal. Every line feels as though it understands your questions before you ask them. It gently reminds you that comparison steals the joy of your own journey. Every person's story unfolds at its own pace. Every chapter arrives at its own perfect moment. If another person's page looks different from yours, that does not mean your story is behind. It simply means your next chapter has its own timing. The letter encourages you to celebrate your own progress instead of measuring it against someone else's path. Quiet growth is still growth. Steady progress is still progress. Every meaningful page deserves to be appreciated. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As this page continues, the letter suddenly asks you a simple question. What if the answer you have been searching for has been growing quietly beside you all along? What if the opportunity you hope to discover begins with one decision you make today? What if this very moment becomes the turning point you remember years from now? Sometimes the biggest changes begin with the smallest choices. One encouraging word. One hopeful thought. One act of kindness. One decision to keep moving forward. Great stories rarely begin with giant steps. They begin with faithful ones. The letter now reveals a beautiful reminder that feels impossible to forget. It says that every chapter of life leaves behind a lesson, but only those who continue reading discover the complete story. Imagine closing a book one page before its greatest revelation. Imagine walking away just before the final puzzle piece is placed. This letter gently asks you not to do that with your own journey. Continue reading your story. Continue believing in tomorrow. Continue expecting meaningful moments even when they seem distant. Beautiful endings belong to those who continue turning the pages. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, if these words have brought peace, hope, or encouragement into your heart, take one quiet moment to share this message with someone who may need it today. Sometimes one simple act of sharing becomes the beginning of encouragement for another person. And if this beautiful letter has made you think, let your thoughts be heard. Your voice may inspire someone else who is reading alongside you. Every shared word of hope creates another ripple of kindness that continues far beyond this moment. The page is almost complete, but before it closes, the handwriting becomes larger, clearer, and even more meaningful. It says that the next page contains the sentence that ties everything together. The message you have been waiting for is closer than ever before. Every paragraph you have heard until now has been quietly preparing your heart for what comes next. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most unforgettable lines of this beautiful letter have not yet been revealed, and the next page may become the one that stays with you long after this story ends. As the beautiful letter opens to its next page, everything suddenly feels different. The handwriting is calmer, yet every word seems brighter than before, almost as if the message has been waiting for this exact moment. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If you have followed every page so far, you are closer than ever to discovering the heart of this extraordinary letter. Every sentence you have heard has been preparing you for what comes next, and this page begins revealing connections that may have been hidden in plain sight all along. The letter starts with a remarkable thought. It says that life often whispers before it speaks loudly. Many people wait for dramatic moments, but the greatest changes usually begin with quiet signs that are easy to overlook. A peaceful morning that feels different. An unexpected idea that stays in your mind. A conversation that arrives at exactly the right time. A familiar place that suddenly feels full of new possibilities. The letter gently explains that meaningful moments rarely announce themselves. Instead, they arrive softly and allow only those who are paying attention to recognize their true value. Perhaps that is why this letter reached you today. Not because today is ordinary, but because today may be the first day you truly notice what has been quietly unfolding around you. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next paragraph reveals something that almost feels impossible. The letter says that every hope you have carried has left a mark on your journey. Even the dreams you quietly placed aside have continued shaping the person you are becoming. Nothing meaningful was ever wasted. Every lesson, every smile, every challenge, every unexpected turn has quietly added another sentence to your story. Looking back, some moments may have seemed confusing, but from where this letter is written, they fit together perfectly. What once appeared to be random pieces are now becoming a beautiful picture. The message gently reminds you that understanding often arrives after patience, never before it. As the page continues, the handwriting becomes more personal. It says that there is something remarkable about people who continue believing in beautiful possibilities even when the path ahead cannot be fully seen. Hope is not simply waiting for something to happen. Hope is choosing to move forward with confidence, even before every answer becomes clear. The letter praises quiet determination. It celebrates those unseen moments when you chose kindness instead of frustration, gratitude instead of complaint, and courage instead of giving up. Those quiet decisions have become invisible treasures stored within your story, preparing you for opportunities that only a hopeful heart can recognize. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now the letter shares one of its most unforgettable ideas. Imagine receiving a map with only the next step visible instead of the entire journey. At first, that might seem frustrating. But the letter explains that life often works exactly that way. You are given enough light for today's step, while tomorrow's path is revealed when the time is right. If the entire story were visible at once, many of its beautiful surprises would disappear. Instead, each page invites you to discover another layer, another lesson, another reason to keep moving forward. That is why this letter never rushes its message. Every revelation arrives exactly when it can be appreciated the most. The words now become even more inspiring. The letter says that somewhere ahead is a moment that will cause you to look back and smile at everything you once questioned. You will remember the waiting, the wondering, the quiet mornings, and the uncertain evenings, and suddenly they will all make sense together. What once felt incomplete will become complete. What once felt delayed will feel perfectly timed. This page gently encourages you not to judge your story before you have reached its most meaningful chapters. Every great book becomes unforgettable because readers continue turning the pages. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next lines reveal another beautiful truth. Gratitude has the power to transform ordinary days into meaningful memories. The letter encourages you to notice the little moments that many people overlook. A peaceful sunrise. A familiar laugh. A kind conversation. A new opportunity that appears quietly. These moments may seem small, but together they become the strongest chapters of a joyful life. Extraordinary stories are often built from ordinary moments noticed with extraordinary appreciation. The letter now pauses before revealing what may be its most powerful reminder so far. It says that comparison can never reveal the beauty of your own journey. Every person's letter unfolds differently. Every chapter has its own timing. Some pages are filled with waiting, while others overflow with discovery. Neither chapter is more valuable than the other. They simply belong to different moments of the same remarkable story. Your journey has its own rhythm, its own purpose, and its own unforgettable ending. The letter invites you to trust that rhythm instead of wishing for someone else's pages. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The handwriting grows larger, as though the letter itself is becoming more excited about what comes next. It says that you are now standing just before the page that changes everything. Every sentence until now has quietly prepared your heart for one unforgettable revelation. Soon the hidden meaning behind this beautiful letter will become clearer than ever before. The pieces will connect. The questions will begin finding their answers. The message will become impossible to forget. As this page gently comes to its close, the letter leaves you with one final promise. The next page is unlike any page before it. It carries the message that has been waiting patiently from the very beginning. It is the reason this letter exists. It is the reason every previous paragraph guided you here. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The most meaningful words of this beautiful letter are about to be revealed, and the next page may become the one you remember for a lifetime. The final pages of the beautiful letter are now in your hands, and something feels unmistakably different. The words seem brighter, the message feels deeper, and every sentence carries the quiet excitement of a long-awaited revelation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If you have been here from the beginning, you already know that this has never been just another letter. Every page has been leading to this very moment. Every paragraph has been preparing your heart to understand what could not be understood before. Now, the message is finally ready to reveal its greatest meaning. The letter begins this page with a simple yet unforgettable sentence: "The most valuable discoveries are often found by those who continue reading when others have already stopped." It explains that remarkable moments rarely appear at the beginning of the story. They are usually placed near the end, where patience is rewarded and every earlier chapter suddenly makes sense. That is why you are here now. You chose to keep turning the pages, and because of that, you are about to understand something many people never pause long enough to discover. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next paragraph reveals that the true message of this beautiful letter has never been hidden inside a single sentence. Instead, it has been woven through every page, every reminder, every encouraging thought, and every quiet moment of reflection. The letter gently explains that life itself often speaks this way. Great meaning is rarely found in one extraordinary event. It is created when many ordinary moments come together and reveal a picture that was impossible to see before. Every kind choice, every hopeful morning, every patient step, every grateful heart has been adding another beautiful line to the story that only now begins to feel complete. As you continue reading, the handwriting becomes even more graceful. It says that every chapter of your journey has prepared you for opportunities that only the present version of you can truly appreciate. Think about who you were when this story began. Think about how your perspective has quietly changed while reading each page. The greatest gift was never simply the destination. It was becoming someone capable of recognizing beauty in places that once seemed ordinary. The letter reminds you that growth often happens so gently that you notice it only when you pause and look back. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next lines reveal what feels like the heart of the entire letter. They say that every sunrise offers a blank page, every conversation begins a new paragraph, and every thoughtful decision becomes another sentence in the story of your life. You are not simply reading a beautiful letter. You are writing one every single day through the choices you make, the kindness you share, the hope you protect, and the joy you choose to notice. That realization changes everything. Suddenly, every ordinary moment becomes meaningful because it has the power to shape tomorrow's story. The letter now shares one final surprise. It says that the special message you were. Now the handwriting becomes larger than ever before, almost as though the page itself wants every word to remain in your heart. It says that every meaningful story deserves to be shared, because encouragement grows stronger every time it reaches another person. If this beautiful letter has brightened your day, inspired your thoughts, or given you a new perspective, let someone else discover it too. A single shared message can become the beginning of hope for another heart. And if these pages stayed with you from beginning to end, let your thoughts be heard. Sometimes one sincere reflection becomes the sentence another person needed to read today. The final lines now appear, calm and unforgettable. They say that this letter does not truly end here. It continues every time you choose hope over doubt, gratitude over complaint, patience over hurry, and kindness over indifference. Those choices become the living continuation of everything these pages have been trying to say from the very beginning. The special message was never only written on paper. It was always meant to be carried into everyday life. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now you know what the beautiful letter truly says. It reminds you that every new day is another page, every hopeful decision is another sentence, and every act of kindness becomes another unforgettable chapter. May you continue writing a story filled with purpose, joy, gratitude, and quiet courage, one beautiful page at a time. Searching for was never meant to create fear or uncertainty. It was meant to awaken confidence, gratitude, and hope. The message simply says this: beautiful chapters are always waiting for those who continue turning the page. Every ending quietly carries the beginning of something new. Every completed chapter creates space for another filled with fresh opportunities, unexpected joy, meaningful conversations, and unforgettable memories. The future is not an empty page. It is a page filled with possibilities waiting for your next step. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Before the letter reaches its closing lines, it asks you to pause and reflect on one thought. Imagine opening this letter again months from now. Imagine remembering this exact moment and realizing how many meaningful experiences entered your life after you decided to keep moving forward with hope. The letter smiles through its final paragraphs and reminds you that remarkable stories are remembered not because they were perfect, but because they inspired people to keep believing in beautiful possibilities.